Today's episode of the Bell Wellness Experience got my man Tony Turner, personal trainer, but more importantly, fellow Eagles fan. Hit my music. All right, it's go time. About to bring in my man Tony. Here we go. Tony, what's good?
Hey, what's good, my man? How you been?
Man, good. Can't complain. Hey, before we get started, fellow Eagles fan, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, how we feeling about the Hurts situation?
Hey, man. With the way things went down last year, man, I think it was the best move for Wentz and us. It's just too much bad blood there. Best wishes to Wentz. I liked him. I know he was. I liked his skill set. But I'm looking forward to Hurts. He was a winner. He works hard. Strong kid. Got a lot of skills. Uh, and got skills to improve on. But I was pretty impressed with his year one, and hopefully we can build a team around it for sure.
Yeah. I'm a Wentz guy too, but man, you took Hurts in the second round. You gotta give him a shot. You got the
Sure.
sixth pick. Get him a receiver. Get him.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I
Please.
don't think we as bad as people make it out. I mean, I can see them easily going 8-8, 9-7. Maybe I'm being a homer, but you know what
Hey,
I'm saying? Like,
I'm the same way, bro. I just I got hope every year too. But for sure, man, I don't think we're that far off. Couple big body receivers, couple healthy receivers. We've been dealing with injuries at the receiver position
mhm.
and the offensive line as well. So we get that together. I think we'll be all right, man. We got
Man,
Miles Sanders in the backfield. So
O line, man, as hard as it got hit last year, I don't think there's any way possible we can have that many injuries. I
right,
mean, like the whole line was wiped out, man. Like it was insane. But yeah, I got my man Tony Turner in here, personal trainer, entrepreneur. So I want to start, man, something easy. So how did you get started in the fitness industry, man?
yeah, man. I always been into sports and exercise. Started playing t-ball and real young basketball and all that good stuff. So always been in sports. Around junior high, it's football season. We started exercising and really getting into that stuff. So just been into it for a while. And once high school athlete, and then uh, dealt with some injuries myself. So um, I was going where we met. At UCA, I was getting my bachelor's in uh, physical science, physical therapy emphasis, and I wanted to help with the injuries, but I always wanted to stay around the field of exercise and sports, so I wanted to help with injuries, rehab, uh, and end up going to Arkansas State and get my master's in exercise science. So transferred from the rehabilitation part to the prevention part, and
Okay.
still staying around sports though. That's just been my key. Is what I really interests me is the sports and the exercise. So I just kind of stuck with it, and it stuck with me, I guess.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So did you always like want to become an entrepreneur, have your own business, or was it something that just sort of like fell in your lap? Or when you like went to college, you like, okay, when I graduate, I want to have my own brand, my own business.
Right, right. Honestly, man, I knew I wanted to make a good living, but I mean, I didn't have any guidance of an entrepreneur. I mean, none of that, in the family or anything. So that really wasn't just, what I thought about doing. It just it always God's plan.
Absolutely.
I always been a hustler, always, a grinder, and I know if you can do anything you put your mind to with God by your side. So it just happened, man. I got to the point where I was blessed to be able to branch off and kind of allude to the previous question. Uh, when I got my master's, I kind of started. I just applied for all kinds of jobs because my master is a real broad
Mhm.
spectrum. You know, you can go cardiac rehab, sports performance coach, which I am. You can go strength and conditioning coach, college route, all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of filled out applications all around. Ended up getting a call from Ozark Fitness about being a personal trainer. So kind of started from the bottom, man. Built my clientele up and was able to take that leap of faith and open up T3 Elite Performance. So, you know, that's how I kind of just stuck in the fitness industry. But that's also, you know, kind of, I guess, how I led to being an entrepreneur. And like I said, man, just always been a hustler. So, you know, I feel like, you know, if you can hustle, you can hustle. So fitness, whatever it may be. So,
Absolutely. So what's like obviously we both own our own business. That's something I feel like a lot of people want to do, but you have the good, but you also have the bad. So like,
for sure, for sure.
what are some of the challenges you faced, you seen as an entrepreneur?
For sure, man. I would say some of the challenges you're gonna see, obviously, is the naysayers and the doubters. I mean, that's gonna come with anything, though. But especially when you're taking that leap of faith of, you know, doing your own thing and being your own boss. You know, hearing that is just kind of extra. You know, you're like,
Mhm.
man. So you got to kind of really, you know, shut all that out. You got to stay motivated and confident, and even in the hard times. I mean, it ain't always been sweet, you know.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing, you know, but we have our down months, and things like that where, you know, so I mean, you just got to stay, know that, you know, the hard times ain't gonna last always. Uh, you gotta, some of the challenges I've also seen is just getting paid and getting the bills paid. You know, establishing, how you're gonna get paid in this industry. You know, how you set up your sessions, how you price those, and
Mhm.
that also is have reliant on your locations and things like that. But it's just uh, those are some of the challenges I've encountered. I'm sure there's a lot more. And I'm sure I'm gonna encounter a lot more, to
Mhm.
come. So it's just about overcoming those and learning how to maneuver past them and everything like that. Establishing policies, that changes yearly. So it's kind of it's an ongoing thing. I don't think it's just, you're gonna have these challenges at the beginning and not have any more. It's just gonna keep, getting challenges. It's just how you overcome them, and get to the level of success where you can decipher, uh, you know, one of my problems was, at the beginning you gotta take everybody, right? You're trying to grind, build your brand
Yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah.
and then you get to that level where you can decipher on who you want to pick up, what clients, and you realize that all money ain't good money. So that's a challenge that I had to overcome as well.
Yeah, I wish that was something that obviously you can't skip any steps in business and success. But man, when you early on, you're a trainer and you literally are taking clients from 12 to 80 that because
For
I mean
sure,
a
for
lot of
sure,
things you really need special training for. Like when you're dealing with like senior citizens, man, you need a special sort of training for that. But they don't
for
they
sure,
don't
for
take
sure.
that. It's like get out here and because when I started working at a rec center. They were
Hmm.
like, just basically your basic personal training certification. Like, yeah, just get out here. We have a client, they'll contact you, and yeah, I'm training 70-year-olds. I'm like,
Oh yeah, oh
I'm
yeah, oh
not
yeah,
qualified for this, but I'm trying to establish myself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. For
it's
sure, for
wild
sure.
at the beginning, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, you got to pay your dues, and I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you live and you learn, basically.
So you're in Missouri?
Yes, sir. I'm in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. It's about 3 hours away from Little Rock, 3 hours away, or 2.5 hours away from St. Louis. So
Okay. How
down in the
did you
boot.
settle on that location?
I actually graduated high school from around this area,
Okay. Okay.
uh, and like I said, I filled out jobs, man. When I graduated from Jonesboro, Arkansas, I filled out jobs from Little Rock, Conway, all the way up to Missouri. So it was just kind of what it called, and my wife's family's from here, so
Okay.
it's familiar grounds, and I had some connections here and everything. So it like I said, God's plan, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always. So
Yes, sir.
how's the pandemic sort of like affected your business?
Man, I've been waiting on this question, man. To be honest, it's been a blessing, bro. It's been a blessing. I know it was wild for a lot of people, and a lot of jobs and things like that. But for me and my profession, like it's like you as well. We have small personal studios, so I mean
Hmm.
we already deal with social distancing. I mean it's
Yeah.
usually just one on one or a small group or something like that. So and I know myself. Uh, Working at the Hyper in UCA. This kind of off subject, but Miss Audie, she taught us a lot about cleanliness and safetyness. So
Hmm.
for me already working in that gym environment, I'm already been lights on, already been every time. Usually now it was after a session or after the day, but now it was more after every client, after every hour, after everybody touches it. So
Hmm.
a little bit more increased on that end. But as far as business, it never really hurt. And some of our bigger gyms, closed down. So
Yeah. Yeah.
some of those clients trickled in for a while until their gyms opened back up. I work with a lot of high school athletes, so a lot of their seasons got canceled due to COVID.
Hmm.
So I literally let some of them go, and 2 weeks later they were coming back.
Yep.
So I mean, business, man. I mean, to be honest, it didn't hurt me in a negative way. It was really a blessing, and kept it safe, abided up by all the regulations and everything, and I mean, it was business as usual. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's good to hear because yeah, it was a lot of GMs. Because I remember, back like last April and May, they were saying like one of gyms are like one of the places that you could get the virus, because a lot of gyms aren't clean. They don't do
Right.
everything. Shout out to Miss Ari. She's on.
Yes. Shout
She,
out.
she's great. Ohio State fan too. So
Right. Right.
so. What advice would you give like somebody that's interested in starting their own like fitness business?
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me check. For sure, it's if you're interested and you're thinking about it, uh, you only live once. I know that's a cliche. Uh, it's a leap of faith for sure. But if you
Absolutely.
you know if you believe in yourself and it makes sense, why not? Why not try it? You got to pay your dues. You got to. I mean, I came out with a master's degree, and I came out making $7 an hour.
Hmm.
Making milkshakes or protein shakes, cleaning machinery.
Yeah.
But that whole time, I'm boosting my brand. I'm boosting my knowledge in the industry, boosting my clientele, for a bigger dream. So you got to pay your dues, learn all the ins and outs, no matter what industry you're trying to do. Learn the ins
Hmm.
and outs from the bottom to the top. So that way, if you ever have to do it, I mean, I own my personal studio, but I make sure I keep it clean. I'm the janitor. I'm the maintenance man, I'm the scheduler, I'm the billing department. So learn it all, absorb it all like a sponge, and like I said, believe in yourself, invest in yourself. I'm about to try to get this certification now down in Miami with this trainer down there. He's the GOAT, and trains a lot of major athletes. It's
Okay.
not, it's a pretty penny, but hey, it's investing in me, investing in my
Yeah.
knowledge, so you can't go wrong there. It's gonna make me a better trainer. And I'm trying to learn every day. That's another thing. If you're thinking about doing it, just continue to expand the knowledge. Know your worth. That's a big one too, man.
Yes,
Like we
sir.
said, like we both said, you got to grind at the beginning. You grind and you just getting what you can get. But there come a time when you've putting in that work, enough work and got your word of mouth up that you got to charge for what you're worth. And
Yeah.
you're gonna learn. The process is hard, and it relates to the earlier question. I mean, I started session by session. and people stop showing up, and you got to learn how to adjust and sell
Yep.
packages and stuff, so you making sure you're getting paid, uh, but just know your worth. They I had a wise man tell me that if you give it to them free, you give it to them cheap, that's what they're going to treat it like. So
Yep. Yep.
if you put in the time, you put in the knowledge, you put in the hour, all them study hours we did at UCA, all them tests, all that, man, is, hey, and that's what they're paying for, the brains and and the work. So uh, just stay motivated, believe in you, expand the knowledge, learn every day, every year. Don't mix friendships and businesses. It'll get you. Don't
Every
mix
time.
friendships and businesses.
Every time.
Keep everything professional, and just treat everybody the same, so
Yeah.
it don't come back to bite you, so but yeah, man, leap of faith.
There's definitely no shortcuts in this business. I mean,
No, for
none.
sure.
You gotta and your reputation is everything. You
Yes,
know, you
sir.
you get a good one, you get a good reputation, your client's gonna take care of you. But if you get a bad one,
Yes,
it's gonna
sir.
hurt your business. But most of my business has come from like personal referrals. Like I can
Exactly.
put on Facebook, Instagram all day long, but I'm getting business from clients. Past clients. Like
Yes,
one
sir.
client can matter. I mean, their worth is unimaginable. Really.
Man, I'm telling you, word of mouth is the best marketing you can get. I mean, I'm here in a small area in Missouri, and we got several small towns around us. And I worked with this athlete or that athlete from this small town, and these small towns are just coming in, man. Word
Mhm.
of mouth, like you said, that's where most of my business comes from. I can advertise all day long,
Yep.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all that. But hey, word of mouth.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a life changer.
It's
Absolutely. And that personal experience you give the people is really, I mean, you can't put a price on it.
no, for sure,
Building
for
those
sure.
relationships. And that's what a lot of these trainers will find out. A lot of times people are paying for you.
Yeah, for sure,
They
for
get that
sure,
relationship with you. They just want to come see you. And
for sure.
this being a trainer, it can lead to other stuff. Like
Oh yeah,
speaking engagements, blogs, books, podcasts. Like it's just
most definitely, bro.
it's
Most
limitless.
definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I mean, for real, it almost sometimes almost seems like a therapy and a training session, So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
So you mentioned a little bit earlier about you work with some high school athletes. Like, how did you choose this specific demographic? Because I mean, we can, like I mentioned earlier, we can go, older clientele, younger. We can do CrossFit. We can do bodybuilding. It's just so many things. So how did you choose
Broad.
this one?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's very broad, man. Uh, God's plan. I'm gonna say it one more time. I can't say it enough. Uh, I built my own facility. I mean, it's just like I started out, like you said, with broad range from
Hmm.
from the age of 5 to the 80s, uh, and I mean I still work with my middle aged population. I still work with a couple elderlies. Uh, I do have a lot of athletes though. That has seemed to be more of my business around here, or I guess my demographic.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm still open, and that's the thing about it is I just want to help. So even the special populations, we went to school to help that. So some of
Hmm.
our trainers around this area, they won't really mess with that, and I'll take a chance on that and everything. But it's kind of just narrowing down, to where I have a whole lot of athletes, and I guess just the word of mouth and
Hmm.
just the people will invest in their children, and before they will themselves, so and you got the gyms and things for the older population as well. So, but like I said, man, I'm still open to
Hmm.
hey, special population, whatever the case may be. If I got the time, that's the main thing. Is the
Yeah,
schedule,
yeah,
is
yeah.
getting crazy. So if I got the time, man, I'm willing to take my take my time and invest it in my mind on on whoever whatever project. But yeah, I would say the athletes right now are pretty much is hot for me right now in
Yeah,
this area. This area I'm in, are big on baseball, big on basketball. So get a lot of those athletes. Big on volleyball, so softball.
I've seen a lot of your clientele. You with them when they're signing to go, to college and places like that. That's pretty cool. To being a part of that whole process.
Yeah, man. I tell people every time, all the time. I'd be lying to say, the money ain't nice. It pays the bills, but that's the satisfaction of our job, man. Is
Hmm.
seeing those kids sign those college intents,
Yep.
and knowing you were able to help,
Mhm.
and being a part of people's lives, like we were just talking about, man. You got to build that bond with people. I start with some athletes in 8th grade, and then they graduate and sign.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
man,
You
where the
watch them
time,
grow up.
where the time go? You watch them grow up, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling for us, and sometimes it comes to bite us in the butt. We want to see you get those gains, get those losses, get to
Yep,
attain
yep.
those goals so hard that we put so much, and some people just ain't ready for that,
Oh yeah.
and they don't, they ain't ready to put that work in, and but yeah, man, it's just it's a lot of youth, and I just love seeing them going to college, man. It's a vehicle. It might not take you to the
Yeah.
pros, but if you can get that free education, or that's a
Hmm.
blessing. So
Open another door for you.
for sure, man.
So out of the athletes, like what do you work with mostly? Is it baseball players, football? Like what do you have? What are you most of your athletes?
A lot of baseball and basketball and softball, to be
Okay.
honest. Get some volleyball. I recently had a javelin throwing athlete from SEMO track. That was
Okay.
pretty cool. But we just kind of treat it, with their movements and break it down. You know how we
Mhm.
do that. So
Yeah.
shoulder athlete. Worked with some MMA type
Okay.
athletes. I worked with man. But yeah, I would say softball, baseball, they're real high. I work for some footballs,
Okay.
uh, you know. But right now, this baseball, man, around here in basketball and softball and volleyball. I've had some volleyball teams too, a few volleyball
Okay.
teams here
Okay.
recently. So that sport's picked up for me a lot too. So yeah, man, pretty broad, pretty broad. It's fun.
Getting gotta get those legs strong for volleyball.
Most definitely, man, and that's the most athletes is shoulders, core, and legs and hip. So uh, just being able to break it down is fun. To just be able to see it work, and it's just fun, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whenever you give athletes or just clients in general, and you give them a rundown what they're gonna be doing, sometimes they're like, "Oh man, I don't know what I got myself into." And like a lot of times at the beginning, like the workouts aren't sexy. You working on like basic movements and stuff like that. They're seeing CrossFit snatches and cleans on TV. They want to
Yeah,
go right into that. Like, no, we got to start right here. Like, you ain't ready
got to
for
break.
that.
Got to, man. I see a lot of them too, man, and flexibility, man. And that's gonna lead to injury. Like I said, now
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to prevent them injuries now instead of you
Mhm.
having to go to the other side, that rehab side. So yeah, man. Uh, I get what you're saying there. It ain't always pretty, but if you trust
Yeah.
the process, like your boys say, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Sixers, you know. But yeah, man, the last thing you want to do, and thank God I've never had this happen, but get somebody injured like on your watch. That's why I'm big on form, big on corrective exercise, proper movement, because you do not want to cause an injury. Talking about
Word of
hurting your reputation, man, that can get you.
Word of mouth, like you said, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't prevent every injury. They bound to happen, but we can. We
Hmm.
gotta we gotta make sure that on our watch we trying to prevent them at all costs. So
Yep, yep. So
definitely
this may
big.
sound like a silly question, because everybody wants to get, as big as possible, spread. So how big are you wanting to grow your business? Are you wanting to stay like local, or do you eventually want like a whole like, franchise of sports facilities, T3 Elite Performance?
Hey man, sky's the limit, right? No, hey, to me, man, if it was to crash and burn today, I feel like I've accomplished my goals. To be honest with you, man, coming from where it come from,
Yep.
and graduating college and getting my own business, and branching off like that, and meeting the people I've met and going to those college signings. Hey, I'm accomplished. But this is I think this is my fifth or sixth year. I think it's my sixth year, going into my sixth year now,
Okay.
having my own business since I branched out from the gym. And I was taught to try to set these 5-year goals. So
Yep.
my next step, and I'm not sure how it's gonna happen, but my next step, I know it's gonna happen, is to build my own facility.
Okay.
And I got the layout in my head. I got what I want in it. Uh, we have a small town, but we have a few gyms around here. We have a CrossFit gym, we have a couple of regular gyms, but the idea I have and the facility I have now is nothing like what we have up here. So I'm already different,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Absolutely.
but I definitely have my mind on building my own, and it's gonna incorporate from recovery days to turf strips to weights to
Mhm.
all the good stuff. So uh, definitely that's my goal, and I would love to see like some of the athletes I train. Right, they've been through the rigor, like I said, 8th grade through 12th grade. They know what I expect. They know, I've picked their brain over and over,
Mhm.
on the correct forms and stuff. I would like to see some of them that have gone on to get their sports degrees and exercise degrees to come back, and we built this team,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
because but I want you to use my concepts, but do your thing, and just build this team, and I would I would also like to just continue to help the youth, continue to see these athletes go off to college. Um, I would like to see one of my athletes I worked with make it to the professional level,
Oh yeah.
whatever it may be. Back to the earlier question, I'm working with a swimmer right now too. That's pretty
Okay.
cool. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
High school swimmer, yeah. And a wrestler. I'm working with a wrestler too.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, man, continue to build the brand. T3, T3.
Yes,
Continue
sir.
to build that, give my family the best life I can give them, and build my mom a house. Ain't that everybody's dream?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And I mean, if it leads to franchise after that first one, hell yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I was born and raised in Little Rock, so hey, I would love, wherever, branch off. That would be sweet,
Oh
But
yeah.
my first goal, I'm looking to build my own place, and then down the road, hey, I'm ready. So whatever God's
What
plan, man.
all? What certifications do you have currently? What all things do you
So,
have?
so right now, man, I got a USAW weightlifting sports
Okay.
performance coach certification.
Okay.
Uh, like I said, I'm about to go get this DBC certification, level 1.
Okay.
It's another certification, um, master's in exercise science, sports, and then bachelor's in science, physical therapy emphasis.
Okay. So you going to you said Miami for this next one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my plan. Get this certification. One, man, I follow this guy, man. Like I said, if you want to be an entrepreneur, learn every day.
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I follow you. I follow other trainers, man. And I pick. I try to, I give credit where credit due for sure. And I play off of stuff too, create my own. But yeah, it's down in Miami, man. He work with LeBron, work with D
Okay.
Wade, work with golfers, man, football people, football professional NFL players. The list goes on. Gabrielle Union,
Okay.
Dwayne Wade's son. I actually did a seminar. He's doing a business seminar, uh, and I attended that. I was able to do that online, and then he brought on D Wade. That was pretty neat. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this in his facility. Man, his facility is like just a dream design,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good vibes, Miami. Athletes here. other people here on this side, turf, So yeah, man. I'm looking forward to get that one, and just continuing to grow, man, continue to learn. And I just actually renewed, certification. Yeah, so
And I got to do that next month.
entrepreneurs, get them,
I got to
be
do that
ready to
next
renew
month.
insurances, all that
Man,
good stuff. Yeah,
seems
man.
like all
City
my stuff hit
taxes.
it one time in April.
Yeah,
Like it's all. I'm like, oh man,
yeah.
pay this fee for this, pay this fee for that. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, well, that's one thing about being a business owner, man. You can write all that stuff off, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it comes back to you.
Learn
Yeah,
every
man.
day.
Down in Miami, you said one key thing, LeBron. If you work with LeBron, you legit. So I don't even
Man,
know who this dude is, but if he was with LeBron, he legit.
bro, look him up on Insta, bro. David Alexander, bro.
Okay.
Goat, bro. Goat.
Yeah, he down there with LeBron. I think they said he spent like over $1 million a year, like on his body. That's why a dude's still performing at a high level because he
Man,
do
okay.
that kind of stuff, man.
Him and Tom Brady both, bro.
Man, yeah. Well, we not gonna talk about Tom Brady. This dude. I've been waiting on this dude to get old for like 10 years.
Right.
He might win that again next year, man. It's crazy. This dude,
Man, tough.
43, 44.
Hey, but
Man,
it's giving me hope. I'm 33 this year, so I'm like,
hey,
hey.
I turned 33 in 2 months, man. So hey, I'm right there with you.
Yes, sir, man.
You kind of answered this question already, but what are some things that you want to accomplish in the future? Like what is the 43-year-old Tony? Is he gonna be happy with the position that the 33-year-old Tony put him in?
I think so, man. I think well, I know I'm gonna speak for myself. I know like you dreaming, you want this so much that you're looking for this so much that sometimes you don't respect that process. And,
Mm-hmm.
you don't respect that grind and that time to get there. So I'm trying to learn how to, look at where I'm at now, man. And I think that's a good thing. One good thing about them Facebook memories and stuff, man, is
Oh yeah.
I had one pop up today when I first opened my facility, and I had so much clear space with no equipment, and I look at it now, man, and it's a blessing, it's filled up, and I just want to keep, getting more and more, and like I said, with my own, but that's my what I like to accomplish, man, is to keep grinding, appreciate every step along the way, and just keep the love for it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if the 43 Tony looked back at the 33 Tony, I think he'd be pretty appreciative. Probably more than the 33 Tony. Like I said, I'm trying to enjoy it and trying to learn to enjoy it and not try to, because it's been a blessing, man. It's opened a lot of doors for me. Like you said, it's not just training, man. You meet people,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it's business, So you meet connections, So it's been a blessing. I think the 43 Tony hopefully will be looking over the facilities,
Yeah.
uh, not doing so much of the training and demonstrating because shit, I these knees, man, getting down
Man.
off and off that floor
Hey,
demonstrating.
Hey,
Nah.
once you're in this business, man, for a few years, it's like, because when you first get in, you real hungry you want to do every client, you want to teach every class, and
Yeah.
I read a bunch of stuff. They're like, yeah, that'll get tiring after a while. You got clients early at 5 a.m., then you got clients as late as like 7, 8 p.m., and I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna be doing this, forever. Now I
Right,
know what they talking about now. Those
right.
days,
Now,
man.
now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, man, the kids has been under me. I would love to see them come back because they already know what I expect. So,
Hmm.
even if I'm the overseer, I'm in there. Like I'm not trying because I'm safety, man.
Yeah,
Safety,
yeah,
cleanliness, safetyness. So I wanna make sure it's going right. You getting what you paying for. I'm
yeah.
big on that, man. I'm big
Oh yeah,
on
absolutely.
sometimes I probably do myself in because I'm trying to give you, your bang for your buck. I'm trying to give you everything. So,
Yep, yep.
uh, but yeah, man, I think the 43 Tony, he just gonna be chilling, overlooking stuff, implementing the plans, and let
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But letting others still at that point. I want to, still want to see the kids graduate and sign the tents. I still want to see the ones that I do have, training under me, build and branch off themselves. I don't want to hold puppets.
Mhm.
I don't want to be all in your pockets. I want to
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just want people to grow and have an opportunity to,
Want to provide that opportunity for them. Yeah.
yeah, for sure, man. Because I know how
Yo.
I started, man, and like I said, I started when I came into it. I thought having that degree and everything, it was all gonna be gravy.
Oh yeah.
And nah,
I
I
feel
wasn't
like
making
that's
I was
everybody who graduates, man. Like you
yeah,
been told like this whole time you in school, like once you graduate, it's gonna be cool. Then like reality hits you in the face. Like
man, for
it's rough.
sure. For sure, bro.
Cause I applied for so many jobs like right out of school. Cause my undergrad was actually nutrition.
Right,
And I
right, right.
applied for so many jobs. I'm like, man, this is. Then I'm thinking I might have to go back to school to do something else. Like this.
Right, bro.
Looking back at that, like you said, it was a blessing. Going through that struggle
Most
helps you.
definitely. Most
I
definitely.
it's funny you mentioned Facebook. Like I looked this morning, and today was like 1 year ago. Today is when I left Children's, like and branched out. Full time. I did it, before, and then went to Children's to get more experience. But yeah, so yeah, man. Looking back at that, man, it's been. And then 2 days later, like that's when literally the whole country shut down.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, that leap of faith, bro. That
Yeah,
leap of
yeah, yeah.
faith.
You gotta have it. Once you get that leap of faith, man, you start seeing that vision. That's half of the battle right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
After that is just executing that vision, man.
Yes, sir. For sure.
So
For
so
sure, man.
where can people find you like on social media and things like that?
Yeah, man. Let me see here. Let me grab a card real quick. You got me?
Okay.
All right. All right, bro. Facebook, man. Facebook business page.
Okay.
T3 Elite Performance. The three is a superscript, so it's the small three. But
Okay.
at T3 Elite Performance. Instagram is T3 underscore Tony the Trainer.
Okay. Tony the
And
trainer.
Tony the Trainer, T3, yeah, underscore Tony the Trainer. Um, let's see. Yeah, that's it, man. Got a snap. I don't know my snap off the bat though.
I didn't even know people still use Snap. Honestly, it's
Man,
it's, it's so many socials, man. I can't even keep up with them
I'm
no
telling you, I'm telling you. But yeah, those are the two business pages right there, my man.
Okay, but before I let you go, man, I gotta ask you this serious question. What's up with the Celtics, man? Ain't you the Celtics? Ain't you the Celtics guy, man?
Hey,
What's the deal, man?
man, I don't know, man. I thought this was it. I thought this was it. I really don't know. I know we need some more size. I feel like some down low
I
that's
feel
gonna
like they've
help
been
us.
needing size for like the last 5 years, man. Like
Man,
they've been having
true,
perimeter players, and you
true.
know.
I mean, Taco can't be that damn bad. I mean,
Gotta
put that man in there for
throw him
some
in there at some
minutes,
point. See what you got.
block a couple shots. But man, on a serious note, Kimba look a little in his head, a little bit. I don't know. Like the first of the season, he coming off the screens, knocking down threes like daggers,
Mhm.
and now it's just like he fumbling the ball. Like last night
Yeah.
against Kyrie, he fumbling the ball.
I think his knee kind of,
Yeah,
I don't know if his knee will ever be right again. Like once you a guard and those knees start going, your
oh
game
yeah, it's
predicated on speed.
most definitely, most
It's tough.
definitely. Yeah,
But
most
I'm a
definitely.
big. I hope the Sixers people don't kick me out the club. And I'm a big Jalen Brown fan. Like that dude is.
He a
I
dog,
gained a lot of
man.
respect for him like last summer, doing all the marches and stuff. Like dude on the front line. You
Yeah,
know.
most definitely. He's a dog, man. On both ends of the court, that's a dog.
Hmm.
Tatum, having them two together is crazy. I feel like that's why the Gordon Hayward, I feel like I wish we would have got something out of that.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
and then injuries, man. We haven't really had our core four together all year. So
Hmm.
Marcus Smart just came back off injury, and that's the heartbeat. We
Oh
gotta
yeah,
have that
yeah.
heartbeat. But on a good note, I think the big Williams, both of the
He's
Williams
pretty
they
good,
both
man.
been playing pretty good.
Robert Williams is good. In college,
Yeah,
he ran into a little trouble and stuff, but he can play. Like he can.
yeah. He's cool. But I still feel like maybe we can go out and get Aldridge,
That would be good. That would be good.
Boogie. He
I,
might have a little
I think
something.
I think I think Boogie's done, man. Hey,
I do too, but
I think Boogie's. I like the guy, but man, he that
we,
big and had those Achilles, ACL. Like I think he might be. Yeah,
yeah, I gotta agree. But yeah, maybe Aldridge or something, man. Give us a little bit more size. I think Tristan was a cool pickup. He's on his last leg, but
yeah.
he can get us some rebounds,
Yeah.
But we just need a little something more down there. I
Yeah,
think we're
yeah.
gonna be all
I gotta
right
get
though.
your GM, man. Stop hoarding them draft picks and actually get some players. This dude
Yeah,
has seemed like he was a first round like lottery pick every year. He traded from a team years ago, and he don't never want to package them for no players. I mean, he
yeah. I don't
like
know,
Anthony
man.
Davis should have been there. Honestly, they should have got Anthony Davis, but Ainge didn't want to come. I'm glad he not as a Sixers fan, but
Right, yeah. I don't know, man.
they was in the James Harden sweepstakes earlier this year, but I think they said Houston wanted Jalen Brown, but I wouldn't have made that trade if I was the
Nah, I
GM.
mean, nah, I'm good on that one. I'm cool on that. I like our core. I just feel like we just need a couple pieces, man, a couple little pieces, and I think we'll be all right. Because
Yeah.
I mean, the style of play we play, the defense, the hard nosed defense, and
Mhm. And I like that kind of play. I'm tired of all these damn 3 pointers, man.
yeah, it's too much, too much.
Man,
But how about them Hogs, man?
hey, them Hogs, nice, man. Like in a year like this, because I just saw yesterday, Duke they had a COVID case, so they can't even play the rest of the tournament, so they're done.
Right,
Kentucky not
yeah.
gonna make the tournament. Like
Kansas,
this year,
Kansas ain't
man,
playing in there.
they got a shot, man. Only
Yeah,
team that's like head and shoulders above them is Gonzaga. Gonzaga.
yeah, yeah,
Good. Other than that, man, Final Four run is right there for them. Like
yeah.
they,
I
depending
feel
on how the
like
practice go, but
he put that team together nicely, man.
yeah, man.
Vets and freshmen. Uh, yeah, I'm excited. Missouri tonight. Tiebreaker.
Yep.
Both teams all healthy, so it is what it
Well,
is.
next week, honestly, man, I'm probably not gonna do much work at all, especially Thursday and Friday when it kicks off. I mean,
Yeah,
like
most
every
definitely.
year, like I typically like Thursday, Friday, like watch all those. Those games get started like 10 in the morning.
Most definitely.
Watch
Most
all those
definitely.
games, man. Like, so I'm probably not gonna do do
Yeah.
much. Take a couple personal days, man.
Benefits of being an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Blessings.
sir. Last year, man, that was probably out of everything that got canceled. Like March Madness was like, oh man.
Oh my God! It just made the whole summer go bad.
Yeah, man. But this year, man, I'm looking so forward to it, man. I got my son, he too. I got him ready to watch it. Spent the Hogs are
Yeah.
good. Like it's good, man. I can't wait, man.
Yes, sir, man. Sound like you living the blessed life, man. I try to keep up with you all the time and on social medias and stuff. And I'm glad you invited me on, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. When I first started thinking about doing, well, I've been thinking about doing this pod for a while, and I wanted to, connect with other trainers. I was like, man, my dude Tony, he started his own facility. He moved off. That's something a lot of people, are scared to do. And like you're married, so I mean, you gotta balance that too. Like it is, like because
I,
no disrespect to single people, but like when you married and stuff like that, like starting to that's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like you
most definitely, man. Our line of work, man, our hours, you might work early mornings and then get a huge lunch break and then come back in the evenings and leave
yep,
out at 7 o'clock,
yep,
And 7 o'clock is pushing it for me because I want to be home to tell them good night and all that good stuff.
hmm
Spend a little time with them, eat dinner with them or something. Uh, but I mean, our prime hours are right after school, right after
yep,
work.
yep,
So now I'm picking them up from school. I'm driving back to my studio
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
and hitting the 4 o'clock session. Like y'all stay over here, shoot some ball or
hmm
go play in the playroom.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, man, it's a
But
blessing.
everything your wife and kids are all doing good.
Oh yeah, man, bless. Same with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Can't
Yeah,
complain.
yeah.
It's just been kind of trying to having a kid, man, in this pandemic. Trying to, even though my kid is young, trying to make sure they interact with other kids, but at the same time trying to keep them safe. That can be nerve wracking, but you
Oh
gotta.
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man. My town, I ain't gonna lie, man. Town, pretty country. They had some regulations for a little bit. There's a couple stores you had to put mask on, but I mean, we pretty
Yeah,
much been living now. We had a surprise when we come visit the family in Little Rock. I walk in the gas station without a mask. He say no service.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, man, I understand that fully, man. Especially down there in the city, where you at, So, but I'm glad y'all safe, man, and I'm sure you keep everything clean and you keep,
Man, got to.
yeah. So
I wipe down so much stuff, spray so much Lysol, man. It's like
I be choking the people sometimes. Like, oh my
man,
bad. I'm
gotta
just
let
trying
it air out, man, because it is. I hate like when my place like actually smells like Lysol, like because
yeah.
it's not really a clean smell. It's more like I don't know. It's not like bleach, like don't smell like
Hey,
bleach. It's a clean smell, but
Hey man, I know it's late, but going back to that question, man, one of the biggest things during COVID was finding the cleanest supplies, bro.
oh
Like,
man, yeah, that
man,
was wow, man.
I mean, it was a couple times, I had to switch my cleaning from cleaning supplies, from Lysol wipes and spray to some other bacteria,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
anti
yeah.
disinfectant, whatever.
It
So
was a
that
while.
was,
I've been able to find like wipes pretty regular, but Lysol has been scarce. Like it's
yeah.
been times I had to like just literally wipe down every inch of the place because I can't I don't have any spray or anything. It's been wild, man.
Most definitely, man.
Yeah,
But I
man.
mean, they
Um,
starting to stock back up now. I think
yeah,
everything
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah. It's
leveling
starting
out.
to ease
So,
up. They got the vaccines coming, and it's just life is getting back to normal. I definitely plan
hmm
on taking advantage of that this summer. I'm get my
man,
ass on a plane, go a few places.
yes, sir.
But yeah, but I really appreciate you coming on. Man, I like everything you're doing. I mean, it's cool to see somebody I went to school with. Out there
Bro,
hustling, out there
what
doing
was
it.
that class, bro? What was that class we took?
That was damn, was it exercise fizz? Was that it?
I can't remember. It seemed like it was in a psychology building or
You
something.
know what? Yeah, I think it was. I think it was psychology, like maybe like abnormal psych or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
Most
because I
definitely.
think because didn't we like end up living in like the same apartment complex and we didn't even know it. We was like I
Man,
was
I don't
walking one
remember them
day.
college days. I don't remember, man.
It's cloudy. Done
You're
a
right.
lot since then. Definitely done a lot since then, man. But
Good
yeah, man.
times.
It's good. It's good talking to you, man. Whenever you back this way, man, hit me up, man.
Yeah, man. We have to get a
Yeah,
workout in or something, bro.
yeah. Go work out, then go get a drink.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
But yeah,
Hey, I
man.
appreciate it, man. Good to see you, and I'm glad everything going good your way, man. Keep grinding hard, man. I see you every day, grinding. I love that grind, man. That's
Yes,
same
sir.
with me, man. Good vibes.
Get it in, man. But all right, man. You have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Stay blessed.
That was my man Tony in Missouri doing everything, training and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's all I got for you today. If you like this episode, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you next week.